be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yes, we're here with Brother Imam Rasul out of New York. We just want to, sit down and find out how he's been, how things went at the convention here, and, just tell us where you're going, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam. First, I want to thank Allah for giving me the opportunity to be in Chicago, And I thank Allah for his wonderful prophet, Muhammad. Praise and peace be upon him. And I thank Allah for Imam W.D. Muhammad, who is the light for us in this day and time. I've certainly had a wonderful time. Anyone that was here had a wonderful time. The spirit was great. It was very Islamic. There was a greater love and a concern in a natural way for each other than what I've witnessed in many years.
Seemed like a family reunion. I thought I got a family reunion.
That's exactly what it was. And I hate to, in a sense, I hate to see the breakdown and the leaving because many of us are going back to places where we may not have the spirit. So I hope and pray to Allah that the believers that do have it are strong enough to take it back and share it with those who unfortunately couldn't be here. Other than that, I'm working, in the community. Our major focus right now is with the youth. That's what we're very concerned with, So much so that has become our project, especially the youth that are what they call high risk. Guys probably end up with life in prison or getting killed, or getting shot, something bad happening, things of that nature. And we ourselves have came together as a unit of concerned citizens.
You're traveling throughout the country, as a matter of fact, giving lectures, aren't you?
Right. And see, what we're dealing with, we specialize in with youth that have been in gangs, things of that nature. Because we find that many of these guys just simply need a little help. It's not a situation where they're bad, terrible people or anything, but there's been a lot of neglect in the homes too. You find that most of these youth are without a father, and in many cases don't even have a mother that we would consider as a mother based on the way we were raised, So there has to be some concern. Why condemn the man when if you see the problem, you can help him with the problem? Then if he refuses the solution, then you can say, okay, brother, you had a chance. But first give him a shot. And we're not just dealing with what they call thugs. We're dealing with what they call thugettes too. See, because this is a family problem, and it will take a universal effort to help them come up and be better people. And we found through our own trials and tribulations, our own experiences and all, we can be very effective in what we have to say and what we have to do. Because we come from the practical side, what we came through ourselves, not lying. Somebody came and helped us. And what our agreement is that when we receive the help, we would in return help those who have been less fortunate. And that's how we make a society. So we're in that process now. It's moving along, it's going beautiful. We're going to take it all the way across. We want, like a lot of the bigger people who have been successful, have made it and everything, we would hope that they would come on board and see what we're trying to do and help us establish some institutions built by us, owned by us, and run by us for our own problems, so that we can have resolution centers. We don't want nothing where some grant money was given to us and then somebody can come along from another nationality and cut off the money. When we have millionaires, who give the things that aren't doing anything for our people. At least you contribute something. Say they build something in Harlem and say, this is for the people of Harlem. This is for the people of Brooklyn. This is for the people of Newark. And this is a center that we open 24 hours a day. Make it self-supportive. Yes. Put businesses under there. Put apartments over top. Put a trading school there. Put a training center there for drugs and everything else. So that whenever our people in trouble, they can come in there and they ain't got to worry about being ashamed or anything. Put it in there. And when we do that, then they say, yeah, Jay-Z is our hero. Snoop is our hero and all. I mean, they had to do what they had to do at that time to make money. But now that you dignified yourself, let's do dignified things so that we can bring our whole people up. And we don't want to just always looking for somebody to help us. Let's help ourselves. Let's do things. I don't want the guy to just have a high school education. Get him a trade too, man. And also teach him how to conduct himself in the society. Teach him the value of his past, we call hindsight. And teach him the value of what they call the present, which is insight. And hindsight is the history of the past. So that he sees himself as qualified as any other human being with the potential. Insight is quality education that makes him competitive in the society. We don't have to steal, lie, sell dope, and do other things. It won't be necessary. And then we want him to have foresight. We want him to have vision into the future. Because if you know the past and the present, you got a pretty good idea of what's going to take place. And when you get hindsight, history of the past, insight, contemporary education that's useful, the high technology like y'all dealing in now, you know, we need that type of information. We need to go on the internet and everything, and we need to know how to extract what we need. And if you have something positive on there, that's our avenue. We don't have to spend and be entertained by foolishness all the time. So they got hindsight, the history of the past, insight, contemporary education. Then they have foresight, which is visions into the future to use their human potentials in the best of ways. And hindsight, history, insight, education, foresight, vision makes you have sight. And sight means having faith in my ability to be successful based on my own growth and development. Not somebody else that they can take back. Not somebody else they can take back from. Don't tell me Piaget child psychology in 1920 in Switzerland. We're not in Switzerland. We're in Brooklyn, Chicago, New York, and everywhere else. Don't come to me with psychoanalysis of human behavior and tell me a Sigmund Freud from 1920 in Austria or 1940 in Austria. Those are middle-class white people. That's not us, and we're not in Austria. Don't come to me with Skinner, with behavior modification and all that. That's all right, but that worked on his daughter, who was rich. You know, let us come up with our own scientists. We have great minds. You know, every time we have an interview for somebody on television, no, they don't bring our great minds, they bring entertainers, they bring athletes. Our great minds are in these institutions that when the white man wants something done with economics, he brings a professor from Princeton, Yale, or Dartmouth, Harvard, UCLA, NYU. So, okay, we have brothers that work, sisters that work there, bring them. Let the people see us on an equal level of academic development like they see Europeans and Orientals and all. Then the people's concept of us will be transformed into something more dignified.
You got a powerful message to give,
yes,
brother.
yes. And I want to conclude with this, what they call a pathological fallacy. And when I say that, I mean it'll be 1 million black people going to work and doing something else. The news will go past all of them and won't film one of them. And then there'll be 3 African Americans on the corner doing something stupid. They will film them and then they'll put them before the world as our image, as our representative. That's unfair, because you're overgeneralizing a situation. Most of our people are good, they're clean, and they want to be decent-hearted. So that's what we want to do. We want to show the majority of our people in the right, and those that have slipped and made mistakes, brothers like yourself, me, and whoever else wants to help, come in and give a positive contribution by saying, man, I'm going to introduce you to this, I'm going to introduce you to that. Because I'm tired of reading these articles in the paper that's all hyped up about who killed who.
That's what we're all about, right?
All right, you know, we're looking for something much better.
We're about, making our situation, positive. That's what we want to do, is fight media with positive media.
We're back. Lady colleagues, I'm here to meet them, right? Yeah. This is their area. This
where they get it done.
This the house. This where they get it done.
This is the house.
All right.
Lady colleagues.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies.
Alaikum assalam.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to come. We was talking about the challenge of wearing a hijab, while playing. Who can tell me about that?
What you think?
Wearing a hijab is not really challenging because, I've been here since pre-K and I've worn it all my life, so wearing a hijab is just like a headband to me,
Okay.
So it's not really challenging.
Okay.
But sometimes people may have things to say about it. Sometimes it's not negative, sometimes people may say, why you got that on. They may have questions of inquiry. But other than that, it's all great.
Yes, man, you too, huh? She's been here forever too.
Oh yeah,
okay.
There's no challenge because we're Muslim. We've been Muslim all our lives. We've worn scarves. We've seen people with scarves, so we know what it represents and we know what we represent.
Well, it's been a challenge for me. They get that layup when they drop that scarf. Like, you better kick it to the side now.
Just stop their whole
Pick it up later.
Just stop their whole play. Hold it.
Right.
Oh, okay. They keep going to the basket.
And especially when I got to tell the girls, some of the girls in the past have had the long ones. I'm like, better tie that thing up.
Yeah, because
they run around and they blind.
Hurt themselves, hurt somebody else. All right. Now, the hurt, the losing seasons, what was it, 0-21 or something like that? Who was here for that?
I wasn't here. She was here.
You were here for that?
Unfortunately, I was. It wasn't. I'm a competitor. I don't like to lose. Going 0-21 was the worst. I was contemplating. I didn't feel there was enough seriousness on the team at the time, so I was contemplating sitting out the next season. But Farad came in and he changed the whole mindset of the girls, and we developed a more determined mentality. So when that came about, I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing now, because we had to prove everybody wrong. We were the laughing stock of the whole school community. We were the laughing stock of every other team out there. Nobody was expecting us to do nothing the next year, and when he came in, everything turned around.
Okay, you mean when he came in, so he just walked in miraculously, poof, win. What happened? What happened? He just said poof?
Well, actually, he probably doesn't remember this, but the first day I met Farad, we were at the match here, and Musina, a girl from the 0-21 team, introduced me to him. And she was like, are you playing next year? I was like, no, because y'all not serious. I'm not playing. She was like, man, come on, play. We got a new coach, we got a new girl, Fatih Salam, she's coming in. I was like, no, I'm not playing. So when I met Farad, it was like, he didn't even have to say nothing. It's just his presence, He's about business. And then he talked to the girls one day after school. I understand y'all went 0-21, but I know no other way. The only way we can do it is to win. So if you with it, you stay. If not, throw the deuces, So, when he came in and he said those things, it was like, okay, I think we can do something. Because I feel that, we have similar mentalities. We're not going for just anything, we want the best. So that was the change.
Good. So now y'all winning.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like?
It's great, It was funny because when I stepped in the doors, everybody was like, oh, that game going to be funny, because they weren't expecting us to do anything. And the first game we played, Farad was here, we played Pace Academy. The next day at school, brother Michael, God rest his soul, he came in class, he was like, that was one of the most interesting games I've seen in a long time, because nobody was expecting us to win, nobody was expecting us to do nothing. But when we had that first game, everybody was like, oh, we're going to have a season. And before you know it, Imam Pasha was coming to the games, Playman was coming to the games. They were talking about the games at Juma, it was just it just blew up.
Right, what happened was, the year before I got here, I heard that there were like 5 people at that game. Meaning everybody would come in the fourth quarter and get ready for the boys' game. Nobody would come to the girls' game because it was, I guess, that bad. It was like, ugh. But after that first game, the interest started growing. And what ended up happening was, shortly thereafter, the gym was packed. Now the girl game is standing room only.
Okay.
All on the balcony.
Nobody was there but our parents.
Half of them weren't there.
Right. Mama one night, daddy another night.
Yeah, my daddy was coming to
So you go from 0-21 to 23-0, 23-6, and like 360-degree turn. Now we're talking about agents and scouts is in the stands now. Scouts is there now. What's going on?
Right. Well, that's true. We won the first 21 games in a row. We became the #1 ranked team in Georgia.
Okay.
And our games were full of scouts. Florida State, Georgia State, Clemson. Everybody was in our gym.
Okay.
Watching. I'm gonna lean towards who they were watching, but okay.
All
So
right.
things have been great, and actually, Allah has blessed us so tremendously that every girl from that starting 5 all got full basketball scouts, or athletic scouts.
Subhanallah.
So alhamdulillah. And then the other girls got scouts as well, and other athletes.
So we talking about UNLV type stuff going on here. I remember UNLV. The whole starting 5 went pro. So
exactly.
What we talking?
Exactly. It's big. It's big.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other school in Georgia that actually has it.
Okay, so we need to put that on record. You heard it first on Barracons. You heard it first. We doing things. We making things happen in the Islamic community. So you're going to come back and show us a few drills and a couple of things. Teach us a thing or two. So we'll be back. Thank you.
Like that. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. We can mix it up now.
Mix it up.
Talking, y'all keep talking. We can finish. Good shot. Yeah. Follow through. Follow through. Your legs. Come on, move your yeah. I guarantee this shot. Now we'll make this shot for the money. Focus, man. You can do it.
Thank you guys for allowing us to come into your house. You're on Barracots Volume 4, the Atlanta edition. So you guys showed us what y'all doing, how to step when we come, to your part of town. So we just thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yes, and we have Sister Samaya Ali. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So, how long has that been going on? They said 2 years they've been doing it.
Right.
It's been actually going on.
Well, this started in 1997. I was a student at Spelman College and I was a part of this community. And the young people wanted activity. When you tell young people they can't do so many things, you have to provide positive alternatives. They all said they wanted to learn how to step. So during those years, we started a step team. And it's a wonderful way to show, teamwork, commitment, discipline, and also have pride in your faith. It's great balance.
Okay, so as my partner says, all those maybe ooky spooky people that we might have out there watching, we just want to know, what's the difference between stepping and maybe dancing,
Well, stepping is a percussive drill form. It's a drill form with a message. So if we're saying La ilaha illallah, we're promoting Islam and adding percussive beats in it, showing how we can be disciplined in one unit. I don't see anything wrong. What's wrong with promoting Islam like that?
So there you have it, all those question askers. Come on back and let us know. But yes, sisters, they were doing their thing, stepping here in Atlanta, stomping the yard, as we say.
We're here with two fine brothers of Master Khalifa. They're going to explain to you how their Eid was and how the Ramadan was, how the Ramadan was, and how they enjoyed the Eid. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What's your name, brother?
Brother Amin Abdullah.
Brother Amin Abdullah. How was your Ramadan, brother?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's a beautiful experience for me. I worked on a lot of things that I didn't work on last year, and now I'm a better person, a better human being. I thank Allah for everything.
Alhamdulillah. Now, the fasting, was that this year a lot easier, or was it a little difficult this year than it was the previous years?
No, every year it gets better for me. I get closer to Allah every year that I do it. This year was very spiritual for me.
Alhamdulillah, how'd you enjoy the Eid?
The Eid was beautiful, you know, families coming together, the children coming together, the mothers, the fathers, the sons. It's a beautiful experience here, and we invite everybody out to come here and have Eid with us.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We're going to go to the next brother here. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What's your name?
Sheikh Abdul Rashid.
Sheikh Abdul Rashid, alhamdulillah. How was your Ramadan so far?
Ramadan, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ramadan was magnificent. This was the best Ramadan I've ever experienced in my life.
Alhamdulillah. Was your fasting a little difficult, or was it a lot easier than the previous years?
Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those that came before you, in order that you may gain taqwa. And I do feel within my heart that I come out of this Ramadan with more taqwa than I went in. So I could not ask for anything more than that.
Alhamdulillah. How are you enjoying the Eid?
The Eid is magnificent. This is a day, a blessed day for the Muslims, in which Allah gives us a chance to come together and celebrate and greet each other and love each other for His pleasure. And this is truly a mercy from Allah.
Alhamdulillah. You heard that straight from the Muslims getting together.
All right, assalamu alaikum. Again, Barakat's DVD magazine. We here in where? Chi-Town. And we caught up with one of the organizers of Iman, you know, taking it to the streets. You know, they had this going on in June. Back in June, it was, man, phenomenal. Mad artists. You know, Lupe Fiasco, to name, who else? Who else you had out here?
We had Lupe Fiasco. We had Liza Garza. We had Amir Suleiman. Ali Shaheed Muhammad from Tribe Called Quest. We went back, we had Crazy Legs, all the old school hip hoppers out there to support.
Brother Sultan.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me, like, what inspired you guys to put something like this together?
Well, alhamdulillah, we know right now that Islam and Muslims are being scrutinized across the United States, and we feel that engaging the community through culture, through the culture of that community, is the best way to show our humanity. And to bring a cross-section of diverse Muslims into one setting like that is really unprecedented across the country. Not only were there Muslims there from South Asia, Pakistan, Indonesia, Arabs, African Americans, but there were also Christian brothers, Jewish brothers, youth, cross-section of individuals. Here.
And
Subhanallah, subhanallah. And it seemed like you know, we were that ambiance was here tonight at this event, you know, and you know, that's beautiful. You guys plan on doing like a national tour?
Sure. We are looking to bring this across the United States. These are something in the planning right now. But inshallah, we want to make sure that we have the seeds planted right here at home first, and then we'll spread the fruit, inshallah.
Okay. Well, you know, again, thank you, Brother Sultan. Iman, we're gonna let it be known, you know, in New York and wherever we go with Barakat's DVD magazine. Thanks again. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Gotcha.
Tongue twisters. They used to get down real gritty. See, life in the city was not always pretty. Some even call me sedity like I was from the suburbs where they call blunts herbs, with some fake happiness, but they really emotion disturbed, where there no sidewalks or curbs. You see, Chi-Town, Southside, so I have a happy childhood. My teen years, experienced some tricky living, grew up with close family and friends, and I got introduced to some backstabbers with sticky fibbing. Little girls fell face flat in the fantasy. The big city painted their car sympathy theme. Youth face was unforgiving. My parents had KKK memories from Alabama and Mississippi living. They migrated to Chi-Town for a better life. Chi-Town will bring them some happiness, some strength, some stress, some strain, and some strife. See, I hung out in the hood and Princeton Park and the lone homes and rode in 9-8 rides. And well, if you came around my way with the wrong color on, man, you better hide, cause GDs and Blackstones didn't coincide. The streets were filled with liquor bottles, old dirty condoms. But we still had some black pride. I said we still had some black pride.
Life in the city is not very
to erase, escape, and exchange the negative mindset that permeated from 95th Street to the Wild Hunters. From Princeton Park to Jackson Boulevard. See, times were good, but for some men, times were hard. Even Chicago public schools taught me nothing but how to dodge bullets and how to cut class, and how to do just enough to get by and just enough to pass. Prenatal abortions, synthetic misuse, neglected souls, man, they always had an excuse. But my mom, see, she always talked about revelation. And when my soul, see, it reeked of revolution. And my daddy, he was a physical example of those inner city evolutions. Red Knot family, those inner city pollution. So when chaos reigned in the streets, man, my household was like a spiritual retreat, nourished with scriptures to eat. They first taught me that I had my own demons to defeat. That's when I realized that my spirit and my mind had to meet. See, my spirit and my mind had to meet.
The city is not very pretty. It seems such a waste of the time.
My soul was crying to be free. It was dying to be free. But I didn't always listen to the divine in me. My frequency was static, and man, sometimes I just couldn't hear it. I was disconnected from my soul and disconnected from my spirit. It took much pain and introspection to free my spirit. And that's why I sharpen my tongue. For those crack-addicted brothers and sisters, my abused aunts and my mom, never tired to my mission. Now my soul, she finally fell in total submission. And now it's cool on the east side of Chi-Town where the sun shines. Allah allowed my words to be a healing that vibrates throughout the universe, even past Chi-Town. And I meditate, contemplate, and prostrate east. I found my way of life, my contentment, my peace, Al-Islam. Now my inner being is blessed and is bursting like bombs. And I meditate on the Quran and the Psalms. And I see my spiritual lifeline in my palms. I see my spiritual lifeline in my palms.
It seems such a waste of the time.
What's life inside? Struggle just to get by. Seems like I'm chasing the sky. What's life in the shy? 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 What's life in...
Don't be scared. 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 Cause I'm a Muslim. Yeah. Don't be scared. 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 Cause I'm a Muslim. Yeah. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Yeah.